I'm hoping this gives us enough for Arrow. If this gives us enough collector tokens for Arrow, we can finally unpin her out of the shop. We get Wong! Whoa, wait, that's actually crazy. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Marvel Snap video. Today what I have for you is a deck that is kind of just an in-between deck, as I'm waiting for the Season Pass to end, probably for a few other people. When does the Season Pass end? Season Pass ending in 22 hours, where I'm kind of just waiting for the new toys, waiting for the nerfs to come live. But I will say, this is a deck specifically designed to beat the feature location, Onslaught Citadel. I don't really have, or at least I didn't at the start of this recording. I ended up getting the Wong. Anything that I could really break with Onslaught Citadel in the same way that I feel like my opponents could break. Like, I don't have Super Scrawl, I don't have Mr. Negative, which I feel like makes the ongoing effects a lot better. Stuff like that, where I wanted to play a good Enchantress deck and a good Leech deck. And what's better than Leech Sniper, as it's been called, but with some new toys. You know, I got new cards in here. So I have Spider-Man, which is a card I got pretty recently. Really awesome in this deck. Great to flip off of Lockjaw. Also just a really, really cool design. Play it turn 5 and your opponents can't do anything. You always have a 6-drop in your hand, so it's really powerful where you can kind of like set up a lane you were winning with Spider-Man and then win another game with a 6-drop. It's really good. Enchantress for the feature location. Ongoing effects are doubled. Really good to have an Enchantress in your deck. Leech, same thing. A lot of these decks are setting up to like Onslaught last turn, or like are setting up to like Hazmat Luke Cage something last turn, Hazmat Luke Cage Wong last turn. That was a big thing I saw. Where the Leech to get rid of the Patriots, to get rid of the Blue Marvels, to get rid of the Mystiques, to get rid of the Wongs, Hazmat, the list goes on. So good off of Lockjaw, so good to just play on turn 6, and then, or sorry, turn 5. And then also we just have our 6-drops. Same as ones we have been playing. I am playing America Chavez though, because I felt like the deck was missing a little bit of consistency. So cutting Korg for Chavez, so you just consistently have something to hit off of Lockjaw, and Jubilee, that's a 6-drop. And then you're still playing Sunspot and Iceman as 1-drop. Sunspot, just a good card to play, because it can accumulate a lot of power, always synergize with Infinaut. Iceman can disrupt their hand a little bit, which is very useful if they're setting up for like a last turn of the game combo. Scorpion, just good value, good honor reveal effect. Our favorite boy Lockjaw. And that's it. This is just really a deck designed to hit on the feature locations. And I think it does a really good job of doing that, making really exciting games. If you snap, I don't really snap at this point because it makes for bad content because my opponents retreat and I don't get to see like the last turn of the game, which ends up being really cool. But if you do want to play this deck, you have really good cube equity where you can retreat when you draw all of your 6-drops except Chavez, and you don't have your Lockjaw, and you can snap on games where you're gonna like Enchantress their Zabu in Onslaught Citadel, or Enchantress their Iron Man, or something like that. You have a lot of really good cube equity with the feature location. So I hope you guys enjoy, and you know, hopefully if you're just short of hitting Infinite, this will help you climb up there. I will be streaming when the new cards come live at twitch.tv/homeboymaxwell and uploading to YouTube, so I hope I catch you guys in my next Marvel Snap videos coming up. I mean, dude, Icemanning the cloning vets over and over is like so evil, but it just feels so good every time I do it. Where it's like one of the more toxic things you can do, but like also like, oh, it got better. Wait, it got better. I'm snapping. It got better. It got better. Oh. Because then, I mean, like, okay, so I can go, oh, man, I don't even know what's best. I can go, yeah. I mean, now I can just Scorpion this again. Then Iceman here, and then I can Spider-Man. That just feels so good. What does this do? When this card moves... Yeah, no, okay. So I can go like this, and then I can just make a bigger symbiote here. I mean, just keep nerfing their cards just feels so good. Even though it's really mean. They play a Zabu, sure. So let's Enchantress this, and then Spider-Man. Well, I guess we can go Spider-Man here this turn, and we get another Spider-Man. But we want to Enchantress the Zabu. I think it's actually Enchantress Zabu. And now we can do this turn 5, keep in mind. That doesn't really matter. It actually freed up a slot for us, kind of. Jubilee is good, too. But now we can Spider-Man here, and if they don't play a card here, then we just win this tile. We also have Doom, keep in mind. So we can Doom... and then fill up like every spot a little bit, which is pretty useful. Is that Magneto, so we can pull cards out of like out of left? Yeah, so Spider-Man there. Okay. Spider-Man there. Just has me thinking what the best thing is. So if I Doom right, I mean, I'm winning left. This is 12 power right. I also pull the Spider-Man off of left, assuming they don't fill up left. But if I pull the Spider-Man off, it's not actually that big of a deal. And then, like, we might just tie middle, where I feel like this is worth it. I could also Doom, and then Doom just kind of plays for everything. Where, like, if I Doom, I add 5 to the right, so they still have to play right. They might not commit to the middle, and then they can't play left. Or maybe Doom is actually better. It's really close, though. I'm not sure which is better. I'm going to Doom just because I feel like they're going to play right, and this might be filled up. But if they don't, like, hard play middle... I mean, they're Zabu silent, so they can't, like, vomit cards here. And Doom is, like, pretty good all of the time, honestly. Like, it just plays for everything, where it's, like, it's kind of... Like, you're kind of gambling with Magneto, but with Doom, you kind of just play to everything. Like, if they just play Chavez right, I'm winning, you know? And then I'm, like, pretty good if we tie anywhere. I'm also ahead by 12 on the left now. And they do retreat. I mean, like, when you're Iceman Scorpion looping your opponents, like, it's just, that was just gross, man. That was so gross. Oh, that was sinister, dog. That was sinister. Mr. Sinister. No Enchantress, and they dodged the Leech. So if we play to the Bifrost, this will actually fill up Death's Domain. So let's go Scorpion left so we can play cards into Death's Domain. Go Invisible Woman. Okay. And then let's go Iceman left to Bifrost. So that way we're, again, playing the Death's Domain this way. We do have Doctor Doom, which is very useful for Death's Domain. So we can play Jubilee. Well, I mean, I'm trying to think. We can play Jubilee here, and then this is going to be Phil, so we can't Doombot it. But there's a good chance if they're debrising us, we might just be full of cards anyways. I really want to Leech next turn. So maybe I go, like, just honestly, like, maybe it's just Spider-Man right, and then I Leech, and then I Doctor Doom. Cosmo. So we dodged the Cosmo. Can't play cards here this turn. We have 2 rocks here. And this is obviously full. But now we can Leech left and then Doctor Doom the following turn. And I think we Leech now. And just hope that that's enough. Because they're probably like the same kind of hazmat deck again, honestly. But that's fine. I mean, so they can't play a card to Invisible Woman this turn. We do get the Leech off. They go Shocker, Misty Knight. So if they had Patriot, Patriot's gone. And then so we can go... Doctor Doom is going to win middle. It's going to represent left and it's going to represent right. And they need exactly Patriot or like Blue Marvel. But they need to also have drawn them this turn because of Leech. But that's like the Leech bug, right? Where they like suddenly draw it that turn after you play it, of course. I mean, even a Patriot kind of does it, I guess. Squirrel Girl is trash, which is good. Wasp is trash, which is good. So we're winning left so far. Onslaught doesn't matter. Nice, dude. Nice. When you see them play 3 cards there, I don't know about you, but I start to sweat a little. I thought that was like card, Blue Marvel or something, but it was not. Same person? I can tell. We can play Lockjaw right, and then Jubilee, and we're like probably like gonna win middle. Honestly, just because like we have so many 6-drops and stuff. Drawn all of our 6 drops with Chavez again, which is kind of making Chavez feel pretty valid in this deck. And we hit the Chavez. That's what I'm saying. Like, Chavez has felt very, very legitimate so far. Dracula. This is not an ongoing, weirdly enough. So I can go this and this left. It's pretty good. So that way, I mean, I'm going to have 3 cards here. They're also going to have 3 cards here, and they play Zabu last turn. So I can Magneto and Doctor Doom. What do I still have in my deck? I still have a Jubilee, and I still have a Spider-Man. It's actually more power to play this here, I think. And I'm kind of just, like, representing every lane. So they probably have an Infinaut, but if they play Infinaut, their Dracula is weaker. Could alternatively Magneto. Like, I could Magneto to pull Zabu and Morbius. But I kind of like just Doctor Doom here, and then I'm going to be 14 here, I'm going to be 18 here, and I'm going to be 5 middle. So I have, like, I'm pretty safe that way, I feel like. Wong. God. Wong Gambit. Okay, Sunspot. Infinaut gone. Let's go. Let's go. I mean, that is, like, quite literally a gambit, right? Like, that is a gambit, like, right there, right? That's funny. Oh, I love the dog so much, man. I love the dog so much. I think we Sunspot right, and we could obviously just, like, Infinaut Throne Room potentially this game. Or maybe we just, like, leave this tile just for Infinaut and just avoid the other ones. Yeah, so Onslaught Citadel is really hard for us to beat, but we do get the Enchantress. So I think we just Scorpion right, and our plan is to Infinaut left, and I feel like Infinauting left is pretty hard for them to beat. That's really bad for us because they can, like, Patriot, Mystique, all that bullshit here, and we can't stop it now. But I think that's fine. I think we're just Jubileeing right and hoping it hits something good. And then if it hits Magneto, we can pull their Cosmo, which is really nice. It doesn't, but I mean that's not that bad. And so we're gonna pass here, and then we're gonna Infinaut last turn. It might honestly be kind of hard for them to... They might not play for right, and they might just, like, fill up left. If they fill up left... I mean, if they also overfill middle, we can just play Magneto middle, and it's not that bad. Play Mystique. That'll be the Patriot. 13. I mean, this is just 40. And I don't think they're beating 40. That's a reveal first. So they can add 13 to the right, but cards have -2 power. Everything is getting buffed. But we're also just playing 40 left, which I think is good enough. Not sure, though. But, I mean, so they're going to go from 9 left. Doctor Doom. So this is a win. The Infinaut! The Infinaut! Oh, it feels so good. Hardcasting Infinaut is something I don't think I'll ever be sick of. Shuri's Lab is interesting. Not really the best location for us, but I feel like I just go Sunspot right in case it's like Death Domain or like some like unplayable location type of thing. Kind of ending up being a shit hand. I'm doing a little different of a build of the deck where I have Chavez in the deck, because one thing I feel like the deck is kind of lacking is a little bit of consistency. It's never like a huge deal because you can retreat on 1 cube and it's not that big of a deal. But like now we've drawn kind of all of our top end, none of our ways to cheat it out, except Jubilee. We have Jubilee, where it ends up being kind of nice when you, of course we draw Lockjaw this turn. It ends up being kind of nice where you still have Chavez in your deck, so I can still hit like Chavez here, for instance, is why it's nice. An Infinaut! Just like... Oh my god, and then we get to Leech next turn. So, Leech is pretty good into Shuri's Lab, especially with what they're doing. It just depends what they play, obviously. If they play a Darkhawk this turn, we can Enchantress them, which seems pretty nice. I actually feel like this is probably a win. I kind of stopped snapping for content, but I would snap. If I was playing at home, I would snap. White Queen, so they get one of my 6 drops, which is fine. I have no idea what that sound was. Okay. I flip first. So all of their cards are muted. I kind of just want to go... I guess I can't really... You can't really Magneto right, because what happens is it will pull White Queen, which is pretty terrible. Or I kind of just want to go like Scorpion Enchantress almost. I guess I can go Doctor Doom here, and then this adds 5 here, and we're sliding 10 here. So they have to play to all lanes. Doctor Doom here is probably best, because we're tied here suddenly. We're at 26 here, so we're beating a Shang-Chi even. Their cards in hand are muted, and then this also can play to right. So this feels pretty strong. But they kind of have to do a little something in each lane. The card on the right is a 4-drop because they played White... Yeah, there we go. They played it with White Queen, so it is a 4-drop. But I don't think there was anything that scary there, except like Darkhawk. But I think we beat Darkhawk with this line. Succo de Fruta. We get the Leech. They get a Doctor Doom, but we get the Leech. And then our Leech shuts off the Doctor Doom? So on untap, let's say what's in their hand. It won't say that they have a Magneto in their hand. It doesn't say... So untap doesn't tell me they have a Doctor Doom in hand. But that's pretty good. Is Sunspot? I shut off Sunspot. God, it's got to feel so bad. We don't have ongoing effects, but you know. We're actually drawing kind of bad, but that's fine. I think we've done our part. So Scorpion, they drew this turn. Or the first turn, I guess? It could have been the first turn. Iceman. We'll play Iceman right to keep parity. I think that's the best spot right now, just because it ties the Scorpion currently. Their own Iceman. I think one of the only cards we really wanted to play there. It's become a little awkward. Where we have to think about going... We have to think about going 5-6. So where do we not want them to play? I guess we want to be winning Isle of Silence. Maybe we want to play Spider-Man middle. Just so, I don't think they're an ongoing deck, and most of their ongoing stuff is shut off. So maybe that's not the right play. Maybe it's actually Isle of Silence, so we just don't want them playing here. They pass this turn, which I guess just means they have nothing, because they're not soaking or anything. And then I think we just go... I think we go Jubilee left, and then we try to set up like Doctor Doom and Magneto. They do have a Doctor Doom in hand, but it's muted. So they have 5 cards in hand. One of them is Doctor Doom muted. And then they have 2 fresh cards currently. We'll see what we get off Jubilee. We have some decent hits. I mean, Sunspot isn't that good. Enchantress could be something. It's 4 power at least. And then Chavez is obviously really good. One of the reasons we have Chavez, I mean, we drew every 6-drop, but Chavez is still in the deck this game, which can be very useful. Devil Dino. Okay. So hopefully we don't hit Enchantress here. That goes on the left. We do hit Chavez, which is good. So we can draw Enchantress, which would be awesome. Don't. Lockjaw. Lockjaw has a 50% chance of getting Enchantress, so it's probably not worth it. They have... So we can just play Magneto here, and then we're going to rip White Queen here, which seems pretty good. We also reveal first. It's 12 power. I think this is fine. I don't really care about keeps. I want to stay it and see what happens. If they could have a Shang-Chi left, that would be kind of sad. We do pull White Queen, so hopefully that stops it. Lizard, sure. They do have Shang-Chi. Oh, and we lose on 1 on the left because of Jubilee getting nerfed. So sad. I think that was a really reasonable one to stay in on. Would Doctor Doom have won that? Would have lost. Yeah, Doctor Doom would have lost. I mean, that's just kind of like the downside of the deck where you hit like... We had all of our 6-drops in hands and we drew Lockjaw like the literal last turn of the game. But I think that was a reasonable thing to stay in on. Do I know this person? Do they watch my videos? No? I don't know. Ugh, that's right, man. Yeah, we'll play Sunspot here, I guess. Is this the Electro deck? Okay, they didn't... They could have played Electro if they had it. They did not. Both players draw from their opponent's deck. That's just complicated, man. Okay. I mean, honestly, a lot of my cards to draw are kind of bad. For the most part. At least by themselves. I draw a Black Panther, which is interesting. I mean, this middle is already screwed, so let's go Jubilee middle and just see what happens. And then this can hit a lot of 6-drops still. It hits Chavez, which is nice. You know, Wong here, which is horrifying. I mean, we have no choice but to Enchantress this. At risk of just instantly losing the game. So that's definitely getting Enchantress. Hopefully they don't do anything too crazy. Wolfsbane, sure. So left might be kind of boned. But on the bright side, yeah, that was ridiculous. Honestly, not that much because they only had 2 cards, but now they can't, like, Doom a million times me, you know what I mean? Like, it could definitely be worse. Storm. So I can just, like... Ironheart here, and then, like... I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter where I Ironheart. If they're trying to give me cubes, I don't want to do anything. I'm just going to Ironheart middle, Sunspot's going to grow, and then... Don't believe you. If they knew me, I don't want to take your cubes. I do appreciate it, though. I was saying. GG. I knew what they were doing, but it's fine. Good game. I mean, like, you know, I think they were just being a homie there. Like, real talk, I think they were just being a gamer there. So we can Spider-Man one of these next turn. These are all going to flip, which is complicated. They do have a Lockjaw of their own. Okay. We can wait on the Spider-Man, and then we can lock them out last turn in the game. But we could just Jubilee here right now, which seems pretty good. Keep in mind, all the location spots are going to flip, but we can Spider-Man the last turn in the game. Leech is awesome. Leech is really, really awesome. Not as good against Lockjaw, because obviously like they're just replacing cards with their deck. They do retreat, though! Oh my god, it's so funny. I love Leech, man. Leech and I. Lockjaw time. I think we're Lockjaw middle gamers, and then we obviously have Enchantress for the Citadel, which is nice. They're a Debris deck again. I mean, we do have Enchantress for the inevitable Wong left, right? Play the thing. So they're another Patriot deck. We are quite good into Patriot, honestly, with Enchantress still. But if we get a Leech, it's also really good. Oh, the hits are so bad so far. Wait, this is so bad. Wait, that's so bad, dude. That's so bad. Oh, my. That's so good for them, too. So Blue Marvel, they can't play here. So I can just Enchantress here, and then this grows by 2. Patriot. Damn, double Patriot holding out on me. Oh, dude, because the blue marble got hit. Man, we lose by 1. That's so unfortunate. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. All of our 1-drops but Chavez, which we added specifically for moments like this. So maybe it's just, it was just perfect deck building all along. We do draw Jubilee, which is always nice. I think we want to play Cosmo middle in case they're an Enchantress deck, so we can mute off of we can mute their ongoing stuff with Enchantress. Okay. Jubilee is gonna get 2 cards here, which I feel like is more important than the Spider-Man, but Spider-Man is definitely useful. Mr. Negative. I think we just want to shut off their hand. And this is actually kind of bad in middle, where I think I'm going to actually play Leech right. And then hopefully they just hoard cards here and we get to blow up everything here. Obviously, if they Iron Man me middle, I'm like pretty sad. But then I can also play like Magneto right or something last turn of the game, or I can play like Doctor Doom, which would be good. So I do mute the cards in their hand. I think this is a magic, though. It's a Black Panther. And they retreat off of the Leech! Let's go! Oh, Leech so juicy, man. Thank you so much for making it to the end of my Marvel Snap video. I'm currently making a Marvel Snap video every day, so if you do enjoy, please consider liking and subscribing. It does help me out a lot. I also stream live at twitch.tv/homeboymaxwell. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you tomorrow for my next video. Have a great day.